Are you tired of being broke on Call of the Wild the Hunter? Well, today we're looking at a few quick tips on how I make a bunch of money really quickly. I actually use about 150 to 200K per hour on Awaroa. So as far as gear goes, what you want to use is either the 308, the 270, or the 300 Canning Magnum. These guns really put the red deer down, and that's kind of what we're after here, is putting them down as fast as possible. Now, when you're taking your shots, you want to shoot for a heart or lung to make sure they bleed out as quickly as possible, and use polymer tips to do that. Obviously, my choice here is going to be the 300 or the 308, but it's up to you with what you can go ahead and get your hands on. For one of these locations, you're going to need 2 tents and a tree stand. The other location, you're going to need 4 tents and a tripod, or maybe 2 tripods, depending on how your drink zones lay out. So with gear out of the way, now we can look at how we're going to do this. First off, I usually spawn in around 9 a.m. This sets the drink zone time where the deer should be at the drink zones already, pre-grouped up and ready to be harvested. So if you notice that you're actually busting through these animals really quickly, and you're not getting the spawn rate that you want, what you can do is go ahead and head back to main menu and load back in. That will reset the spawns and put them where you want them and where you need them. Now here, a big advantage is going to be the zeroing, as well as the ability to tap the hold breath button as fast as possible. That will actually make it so your sight doesn't move at all, and you can hit those very precise shots without worrying about the aim sway interrupting your shot. Now this method can be kind of expensive to set up initially, but once you get it set up, you're going to just farm cash out. So what you're going to do is set up on these 2 locations. Now the side by the cliff, by the river, what we're going to do is set up with a tent on the cliff and a tree stand up here in one of the highest trees. That's going to give you clear visibility over the entire area. And the nice thing with that is, well, you can't place tripods up here, but you can get your 15 kills or 14 kills from this area without really disrupting the herd all too much. In the other area, what we're going to do is set up with a few different tents. Now, ideally what we can do here is set up tents in our kill zones. So what this does for us is it lets us set up these kill zones so we can quickly get our harvests, go down there to the other tent, pick up those harvests, and keep moving on. That really makes us very efficient and very quick to knock out as much credit and XP as possible. The other location, you're going to need a few more tents. In this location, I usually run 4 tents, so it's fairly expensive, but you only need 1 or 2 tripods depending on how you're set up with your drink zones. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our tents in locations, again, with the kill zones, and we're going to try to set up the tripod to get as many views as possible, as many drink zones as possible. Now, this strategy not only works well for making money, but it works great for the red deer grind, the moose grind, whitetail, basically you name it, you can do it with this. But if you're not interested in big game, you want to hunt some waterfowl, click the video on the screen right now, and that's a pretty good guide on Rev and Thule to get a bunch of waterfowl.